All right, we are live, Robin.
Okay, nice. Hello.
So we are going to paint
Yeah.
while we wait for Hurricane Helene.
Yep.
And if you look out the back window here, the back door, it's just a beautiful day.
It
But
looks gorgeous.
but yet, if you look at the weather channel, it'll say that there's a big storm a few hours away.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got my card here, my blank card. I'm going to paint. And Robin's going to paint her card.
Yep. All set. Have our spiffy new brushes. Thank you so much.
Right.
This is so cool.
All right, now let me set this up. See if I can figure out how to do this. I don't do this very often. And this is how you turn it around. Whoa, there I am. Okay. So now you can see me.
Good.
And
Excellent.
can you see you?
Mm-hmm. Hello. We have our chair in the back. That's why it looks kind of, unkempt because we pulled everything off the porch. So.
All right, so we're going to paint and talk
Mm-hmm.
and try to deal with all these wires here.
Yeah.
Make sure I got everything up right.
Show you with your wires.
Oh, right there. All right. So now what I want to make sure we know how to do is how to see the artwork itself.
Uh-huh.
So forgive me for being not so sure about what I'm doing here.
I can videotape you on my phone.
No, this is live.
Okay.
All right, so now, wait, I'm looking at the ceiling.
There you go.
Wait, I don't want to look at the ceiling. How do I do this? Oh, upside down. That's not good. Don't go upside down. How do you do this? Oh, turn it around. Oh, okay. Now I see my paper.
Nice.
Can you look under that and see if it shows your paper?
Sure. Yeah.
And if it doesn't, here, see this right
There
here?
we go.
All you gotta do is that.
Okay. All right. That's good.
All right?
Yep. That's good.
So we're gonna paint,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to. Whoops. Wait, this is difficult. You know what I'll do? I'll move it back so we can see both of us.
Okay.
I think that's the better way to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea. If you could.
Take off our centerpiece.
Yeah, and then just move that back farther. Just so we can see both of us.
Okay. Huh? Is that too far? Is that not far enough?
That looks oh, whoops. Now push this down.
You want me to move it like somewhere else?
Yeah, over that way a little bit.
Okay.
Keep going up. Just want to make sure you're in the picture.
Okay. I can get closer to you. I don't have to sit far away.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna paint. This is a little different than what we normally do.
All right.
So I have the gouache out, but I don't need the gouache.
Uh-huh.
And I have the watercolors. You're going to use acrylics. And I don't know what I'm painting yet, but...
All right. There I am.
Oh, all right, good. Now
I'm making brownies. That's why my hair is back. I gotta listen for the thing, the timer,
all right.
to go off.
All right, now let me make sure I can see if people want to comment.
Okay.
I just got to know what I'm doing here. This is a first for me,
Yeah.
doing this live thing here.
Yeah.
We've done live on the other channel.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if I can see it. How do you monitor it?
I don't know. I know, it's a rhetorical question.
So we've been watching the weather channel,
Uh-huh.
and there's a storm,
Helene.
Helene, and it is coming our way.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Whoa.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, Jenny Gort says hello. See
We're
that?
opposite.
Jenny Gort, Moon Chaser Studio. I'm in Georgia, and I'm terribly nervous about the storm. Yes, I bet you are. And Jenny Gord, hello. Welcome to live chat. Debbie, hey y'all. Debbie Bankston says, hey y'all. Okay,
Hey, y'all.
so this is live.
Yeah.
And we're so unfamiliar with this. So far we have nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Ta-da.
And I don't know how to aim the camera at both cards. But that's what we're doing.
That's okay. We'll just take a break and say, here, this is what I've done so far.
And I will try. If you have a question for Robin,
Uh-huh.
just type it in there.
Okay.
And I will try to make sure I keep an eye on these comments.
Okay.
Debbie says, hey y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Waiting for the storm here in Preston, Georgia. You're more in the line of fire than we are, I think, Debbie.
I think so too.
I think we're kind of on the eastern part of it. We're still going to get, like, it's going to look bad on the map,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's going to be as bad as what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
So how many hours? Let's see, they tell us about 5 o'clock tonight is when we'll start to get it, and it's
Eastern
1.
time.
And it's 1 now.
That's right.
So anybody on here? Moon Chaser Studio, how many hours are you away from it hitting in? And Debbie, how many hours are you? And Jenny, where are you? So,
Jenny.
And I think I have a reference photo I'm going to use.
Okay.
So, we don't need to talk about the art. I always like to talk about the art a little bit, and then I talk about everything else.
Yeah.
Whatever
that's
comes
the best
to
part.
mind, yeah. Just like, you know, if you actually, like when we went, Robin and her mother and I went to a paint and sip event.
Yes.
Have you guys ever done that?
That was fun.
Where you paint and sip?
It was fun. There were 38 ladies and 2 fellas. You were one of the fellas.
I was one of the fellas.
You were.
Yeah, there was a lot of perfume in that room.
Oh, yeah. You used to use the word estrogen.
There was a lot of estrogen in that room.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Oh, Jenny says she's in the Netherlands. Whoa, I
Nice.
always wanted to be in the Netherlands.
Nice.
Yes, our little town is basically shut down. Hubby is home, so I am good. Well, good. I'm glad your husband is home.
Oh my goodness.
That's the scary part when somebody you care about is out there doing something.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, right now, Robin and I went to the Walmart superstore.
Yep.
Because that usually has been in the past the staging area for the
linemen.
the linemen.
Yep.
The guys who fix everything after it gets blown down.
Right.
And this year they're not staging there. They're staging
They're in the villages.
the villages. Right?
And they're in the World Equestrian Center.
Oh, they're in both places?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I think a couple more places on Tuesday. What's today? Thursday. On Tuesday, the linemen started coming down from Indiana. Task Force 1. Pretty amazing. Thank you so much, Task Force 1. We have in our Marion County and Alachua County together, it's called Task Force 8.
8, yeah.
It's with first responders, it's with the Sheriff's Department, with the police departments from both counties.
Right.
And they're, as of this morning, around, they were on their way north from here to Jacksonville. They're going to meet the National Guard, some people from the National Guard, and they're staged up there. So, no, Pensacola, I think. Wait, what was
And if
it?
you think about
Let me
what
see.
their task is, it's just incredible.
And your nephew is one of them because
My nephew
he's
is one of them, yeah.
he's like a higher echelon in Mary County Fire Rescue, and you were there when he was doing those maneuvers from the helicopter and everything to
Yeah.
practice for something like this.
Yeah.
And today they're going to use their training. Let's see.
Yeah, today. Well, today, the helicopter thing you talk about, that was the rappelling down, like if they were going to rescue somebody that was trapped, like in the forest.
Right, exactly. This is a 28-member team, and they were en route this morning to Cecil Field in Jacksonville. They should be there by now. It only takes about, it's like 98 miles away from here. So
Right.
they're deploying with the Army National Guard for helicopter search and rescue operations with swift water rescue capabilities. The Task Force 8 was deployed with 4 boats and 13 vehicles with the ability to complete water rescue, search and rescue operations, and structural damage assessments. The Florida USAR Task Force 8 is comprised of technical rescue specialists from Marion County Fire Rescue, Gainesville Fire Rescue, Ocala Fire Rescue. They're all pretty amazing, and so God bless everyone that's here, that's staging around our state and the northern states to come and make sure we're okay after the hurricane
Right.
hits. So that is really, really nice.
And what is cool is how many show up from all over the country.
Yeah.
Just
Let's see. This is, whoops, where did it go? It went away. Oh, we don't want that. This is what the staging area looks like in the villages, which is about 30 miles south of where we
it's hard
are.
to tell what that is.
Those
Those are all trucks.
Trucks.
Those are all trucks
lineman
on the bottom
trucks.
part, under the horizon.
Yep. That's all trucks. So,
Yeah.
and you've got huge, huge, huge amounts going everywhere.
Let's see, maybe read some
Pretty
of these
amazing.
things. Debbie says, our little town is basically shut down. And then she says, we are in a steady rain, and by 7 it will be bad, according to the local news.
Oh my gosh.
And then Moon Chaser Studio says, worst being around 2 a.m. Oh, don't you hate it when a storm is at its worst at that time of day?
Oh yeah. But so far it looks like any ordinary day out there. That's, we've had
Yeah, right now it looks beautiful outside.
Yeah,
Well,
it does.
looks a little like a storm wants to happen.
Yeah.
Our yard is like walking on a sponge, Debbie says.
Mm.
Oh, in Georgia they have a Marion County also.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's when Robin and I did the news. When we worked in radio, we often would get stories from the wrong Marion County. So yes,
Yes.
that was part of what we experienced. So Robin is using acrylic. I'm using watercolor, and we're just gonna have fun, right, Robin?
Of course. We
Just gonna
always
have
do
fun.
that. There's never a day goes by that we don't make sure we have fun.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, this is Marion County in Indiana also, and we would get notes from them too. There's a sheriff's office, just like we do.
Yeah.
Everybody has a sheriff's office. So mine right now looks blotchy. I'll show you mine so far. Blotchy and ugly. It starts out ugly. Look at that. Look at that beautiful painting, Robin.
It's gorgeous.
Look at
I
that.
love it. I love it. We'll frame it.
Yeah, just stop right there.
What time did you say it was going to turn ugly here?
The storm is supposed to start to be felt around 5.
Okay.
And it's supposed to last until 2 a.m. here. That's what they say.
Okay. Until 2 a.m.
I'm just doing, my painting is simply light at the end of the tunnel.
Uh-oh. Our brownies. I have to check on our brownies.
Papa's making brownies.
Yeah.
Guess how many of them I will eat. Guess how many of them I will eat.
It's an 8x8 pan, so.
Catherine Stencil. Hello, Catherine. Debbie Bankson says, we watch on patrol live and lots of stuff in those counties in Florida. And my grandparents lived in Fort Lauderdale, and my summers were spent there as a child. That's a beautiful place. Do you know that you can now take a train? Well, I guess you could take a train back then too. But now they have the Bright Line. And Robin and I want to do that train. It takes you basically from Central Florida down to that area in South Florida, the Miami and Fort Lauderdale area. So we want to take that train, right, Robin?
We sure do.
Robin is not only an artist, but she's a culinary artist. She's practicing her culinary skills right now. Let me show you. Let me show you Robin in the kitchen.
It's brownies.
Yeah, you see Robin in the kitchen?
It's brownies.
I got you on the camera in the kitchen.
That's
Papa, do you ever plein air? Oh, yes, we plein air. I plan on plein airing in a few weeks up in Tennessee with Robin and her mom.
one year we did 68 the state parks in Florida plein air in oil.
Explain
Big
why.
canvases. We were raising money for the Marion County Literacy Council. And at the end, when we were finished, we auctioned off, not auctioned, but people purchased all those paintings. We raised
How much
about
did they spend per painting?
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, and we raised about $12,000 that year. Came in first, Kiss the Horse, and Larry got to kiss the horse because
Right.
that was the subject. Kiss the horse. Oh,
You all need to pass the brownies around.
put
Since.
down here. Oh, good. Got 5 minutes yet, I think. Now let's see. I gotta get. All right.
Oh, filming in Gatlinburg. Well, I do plan on doing that. Moon Chaser Studio.
You plan on walking to town?
Why aren't you showing us your artwork instead of the top of your head? Well, I don't. I
Okay.
tried to explain that.
Okay, maybe we should just.
Should I
point
just
out
do
the
like
art.
that?
There you go.
Just like
Yeah,
that? All right.
I think that's better.
All right.
That way they can hear us and see the paintings.
All right. I follow orders.
Okay, cheers. All right, now where's my picture? There it is. All right.
All right, we're gonna paint now.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
You don't have any paint yet.
Well, no, I had to get ready and do the brownies. Well,
My-
I think that's a better idea anyway.
It is.
looking at
And mine
this.
is a
Sure.
big mess. Look at my big mess.
Sure.
Am I missing any messages here?
I don't know.
This is why we need a moderator to read to us.
That's
I'm
No.
sorry I was showing the top of my, it didn't even occur to me I was showing the top of my head, but I was. I know.
okay.
All right.
That's right.
So the idea here is to what?
Paint.
And
What?
have fun.
Yeah. It always is to have fun. It doesn't matter where you're at or anything. You just have a good time.
So the linemen have issued a request to all of us to not call in if we happen to see the street lights on,
Yeah.
because that's their way of knowing that the electricity is working. But they do want us to call in if the electricity is off.
Yeah.
And when the electricity is off and it comes back on, turn on your outside light, your porch light, so that they will know that they don't have to check the meter because they will see that indeed the light is on.
Correct. I think that's a clever idea. That never occurred to me.
Right.
That thought never occurred to me.
Right. So I'm just trying to get. Oh, you got your whole thing covered already.
Well, I'm different than you. Well, look at you though. You're all blotchy over there.
I'm a blotch guy.
You know, if you stopped right now, that piece would sell for $300. There are pieces that are hanging up around town
I'm sick
here.
in my head now.
Well, yeah, but there are pieces that are hanging up around town here by local artists who are fabulous. But they'll do stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they'll put a $300 price tag on it, on a big canvas.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
things.
I don't think so.
They do. I've seen them.
No, I've seen the price tags, but I don't
Yeah.
know if they sell.
Yeah, that's the big question is how do you sell?
Do you know what Robin and I did not too long ago? We went to a nude live sitting
Yeah, we did.
where the model was naked.
The young lady was so nice.
She was very nice.
She was beautiful.
And Robin drew with pencil, right?
Yes, I did.
And I did with paint. I was the only one with paint in the whole room.
Yeah, I know.
I was
and
surprised. I thought other people would have paint.
yeah, and we were like doing finished pictures, and the other people that were in the room, they did like study
Oh,
of the face, And then they did study of the hand, and there was no full person there.
Oh, I saw some full people in the sketches.
Oh, you did?
Oh gosh, yes.
From my vantage point, I did not.
Anyway, so we did that. Only time I've ever done that in my life. That was interesting. And I guess educational at the same time. Let's see. Top of your head is a very nice top of anyone's head. Thank you, Catherine.
There you go.
There's the brownies. Let me get the cook. Hold on, I'm going to change the camera for you. Let me show you Robin in the kitchen. Robin's in the kitchen. Are they done? I should know better.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody who wants a brownie, raise your hand. Robin's going to send them through the internet.
There we go.
Robin is an involuntary celebrity. Robin is a celebrity.
All right. That's done. Okay.
Put it back.
Yeah.
All right, back to the drawing boards.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can see them. Of course, they're upside down.
What is?
Our paper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On the picture.
Yeah, and we're reversed on that screen and we're the right way on this. Isn't that weird?
Let's see. Loved the witch painting you did. Can we expect any other spooky things for Halloween? I'd love to see a cemetery. I don't see many watercolor cemeteries done. I have an answer to you. Let me see what else is written on here.
It's depressing. Cemeteries are.
Well, Halloween cemetery. Not,
Yeah.
I am looking forward to y'all demonstrating plein air painting. I feel I need instruction to fully grasp it. Wow.
Wow. Well,
Well,
we did that.
Let's talk about both
For
subjects.
a
First, let
couple
me talk
years.
about the Halloween stuff, especially regarding watercolor, because this is really a fun topic. If you see how you can make spooky things with watercolor, it is really cool because you can have the graduating look of watercolor, and that graduating look can be like a haunting kind of a thing, almost like a mist, you know. And so that's what I like about it. And then what you do is you take that misty thing that you created, and you then take some stark, really defined colors, like black or dark purple or something, and you put them in the foreground, like you put a witch or a pumpkin or something in the foreground, and that's how you do that. That's kind of cool. So I think it's easier to show you than to tell you. Now, as far as what was this other
Plein
subject?
air
Oh, the
painting.
plein air painting. So
Yeah.
when
You
Robin
gotta
and
have
I,
stamina.
so our story is this: Robin and I did a radio show, and as radio hosts, we were asked all the time to help raise money for one thing or another. One time we had to pretend we were arrested. We had to call our friends for bail, which was so embarrassing.
So we never did. We just coughed up some money
Yeah,
ourselves.
we just gave them money.
We had a nice lunch there, though.
We did have a nice
It's at a
lunch.
country club.
Yeah, our
Isn't
jail-
that ironic?
Our jail cell was a country club, yeah. Yeah, so then we had this idea to raise money by doing plein air paintings. So we went to different state parks. Now, the reason we went to state parks is because they allowed dogs. And I loved my dog. What was her name? Who was her name?
Who?
Who. I called her Who Baby, right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, she was a beautiful dog.
Beautiful dog.
She's no longer here,
No.
but Who Baby was not allowed in the city parks, and she was not allowed in the county parks. But the state parks here in Florida allow dogs.
Yeah.
So I said to Robin, well, let's do all of our plein air paintings in the state parks. So that's what we set out to do. And so we went, like Robin said, to 68 different parks. And we each did a painting. So that's 2 times 68. That's a...
Did we go, or was it 38 parks that we did?
Oh, I don't know.
I think so. Anyway, it
Well,
was
whatever
a
we
lot.
did, however many parks we
Yeah.
did, there were twice as many paintings.
That's right.
And we had a lot of paintings.
Yeah.
And then we went on the radio show because we did the show, and we were telling people we got paintings that are for sale. If you'd like to buy one, just come and offer us a price. Well, guess how many people showed up? None. Nobody ever came by. It's like, oh my gosh. So then I had read this story about Yoko Ono. One time in an art show, she put a $1 million price tag on an apple. Have you ever heard this story before?
A real apple, not an Apple computer.
Right, a real apple. This is way before there were Apple computers.
Before computers.
So
Pre-computer.
it turned out that putting that $1 million price tag on that apple was the talk of the art show. In other words, it was a great publicity stunt. So I said to Robin, why don't we do something similar? And we'll put a $1,000, not a million, but we'll put a $1,000 price tag on each of the paintings. And we said, nobody's ever going to pay that. But this way the word will spread around, oh, they're trying to sell their paintings for $1,000. And so that's what we did. Well, one day I was in the studio. I don't know why you weren't on the air with me that day. But I was on the air. Robin was doing something else. Usually when that happened, when we were not in the studio at the same time, it meant I was doing the news or something like that. So Robin was out in the office, and a guy comes in, and he looks like Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Willie Nelson.
His name was Frank.
His name was Frank, right.
First name only.
But I didn't know any of this was happening. Next thing I know, Robin comes into the studio, and she shows me 70 $100 bills.
Cash.
70 of them. And I said, what is that? And she said, somebody just bought 7 paintings. Somebody just bought 7 paintings. Is that right? 70? Is that the number right?
Yep.
So 7,000. Robin had $7,000 in her hand. It's like, whoa. Who was it? Well, the guy who looked like Willie Nelson had already left, so I never got to see him. Later on.
And he did. He had the bandana and the jeans and the bare feet and the, cut off shirt and everything, the way Willie Nelson was.
Yeah, so later on I did get to meet him, of course. But at that day, I didn't know who he was. All I knew was this mysterious guy gave us $7,000. Well, guess what? We were nervous about having $7,000 on us. So the first thing we did was we went down to the Literacy Council, who the fundraiser was for, and we told them we got a donation. We want to give it, but well, we're not done collecting money yet. We're still collecting money because the contest wasn't over. And so, okay, how much did you raise? And Robin gave her the $7,000. I thought the lady was going to fall over. She was so excited, right?
That's right.
What was her name again? Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, gosh.
Marisol.
Marisol. She was amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
Karen was the other one.
She was so beautiful and so just almost fell over from the dollar amount. But that was fun. And then, so we ended up winning the competition that year. Yeah, that's the whole story, I guess.
It's a great story. It's a great story. And you know how much we won the competition by?
Oh, tell that part, yeah. Tell that.
Yeah, we were all there giving them our money and everything. So I had this change in my pocket. It was $4 and some cents in nickels, pennies, dimes, and quarters. Well, that's how much we won by. $4 and some cents. Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
It was amazing, and it was a little bit suspicious because we thought that the person who came in second place must have known how much we donated.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody spilled the beans. It was a whistleblower.
That's right, a whistleblower.
Let's see.
But that's okay, it was fun.
So let's see. I'm looking forward to y'all demonstrating plein air painting. Okay, I saw that one. Richard Mundy, have you considered taping off removable tape about a 1/4 inch border around your cards, creating an automatic frame? We actually have done that, yes.
Yeah.
I am not that neat though, but I actually have done that. Thank you, Richard, for asking. I see a
Yeah.
lot of people doing that, and it looks so beautiful
Oh, it does.
when
It
you,
looks
when you pull it
absolutely
off.
amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
So I think we all have our own thing. If you go to the Poppa Paints Facebook group, you will see, if you haven't already been there, an amazing group of people who have beautiful artwork, and I learn from them just as much as hopefully they learn a little bit from me. I don't know what they learn, but
I love looking at their stuff because they're all different mediums, different talents, different ways of doing things. And I just think everybody has their own way of doing something.
well, as you will see with the two paintings we're doing here, Robin is using acrylic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's looking beautiful already.
Thank you.
Mine is watercolor, and it hasn't yet started to look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Although I can see what I'm trying to do.
I can see that. I can see trees. I mean, I'm not looking at your reference photo, but I can see trees.
Yes, thank you,
I
Richard,
can
for that
see
question,
trees.
because that's a good one, really.
I think so.
But
Oops.
yes, we've actually, Richard, we've done. There is probably nothing in art, except for sculpture,
Yeah.
that we haven't tried.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not true.
What do you mean?
You tried sculpture. I got you that sculpting clay that time, and you tried to make a head on your
All right, a little bit.
desk there. I thought that was pretty neat.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. But no, and all of our plein air paintings were oil. So by the time we were done, we had to have them flat in the vehicle, in the trunk of our car, coming back.
Right.
So because, you know, it takes them forever.
Takes a long time to dry.
Yeah.
Took a week.
But we did oils, and everything's a different animal than everything else.
So we're waiting for Hurricane Helene right now. And we're not making light of it, by the way, by doing this.
Oh, no.
In fact, we are well prepared. Robin got more food than we're ever going to need,
Yeah.
I hope.
Oh, I think so.
In 2004, we went without electricity for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So it does happen. I know people say you don't get it really bad here, but we do.
Well, we do. I mean, gosh, we do. There are some people that just refuse to see it, but we do. And it's not just the hurricanes, it's the tornadoes that are spawned from it. It's the flooding that comes along with it. You can't make light of anything, because if your neighborhood isn't hit this time, it might be hit next time. You never know.
We might be the ones this time.
Yeah,
I've seen it also.
could be.
What we're talking about yesterday is we live between where we live and Gainesville, where the University of Florida is. There's a prairie. It's called Payne's Prairie,
Yeah.
and it used to be a lake.
There were paddle boats, the big paddle boats and stuff like you see in the movies on that lake. It was a hub for commerce
Right.
way back in the 16, 17, 1800s.
And the reason I bring it up is because when it gets really wet, when it starts to flood here, the alligators they will be lying next to the road.
Yeah, it's 4-lane, but then it goes down to 2-lane because the water floods 2 of the lanes, and the alligators are right there on the road. We've seen that. We've gone past it. It's kind of amazing to look at.
So if they're out there, well, it'll be tomorrow. If indeed it floods, then tomorrow the alligators will be out on the road.
Yeah.
So I'll take the camera up there. We'll
Yeah.
Let's try to get some video.
They do have an overlook, too, on the prairie. You can
But
stop.
you don't need it when the alligators are there. You don't need that
No, you
overlook.
don't. But otherwise, it's a prairie. It's dry, but it's marshy. There are wild horses out there. There are wild buffalo out there.
I heard that they castrated all the
Yep,
males.
yep. That's what they said. They said that the veterinarians came out and castrated them so they wouldn't reproduce anymore. And to me, that's a shame because that was their land before the Europeans came over and settled everything and decided to do stuff. But that's too bad. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, we're just a few hours away. If I turned on the TV right now, that's all you would hear is the local TV. I mean, that's all you would hear is talking about the storm.
Yeah, right.
And last year it was Idalia. Idalia?
Yes.
Was that the name of it?
Yes.
And Robert and I helped out a group. There's a town on the Gulf Coast, and they asked us to come over there and to publicize the damage that was done, the flooding, because the TV channels weren't covering it, and they knew that we had an audience. So, so we went over there and we made a video, and sure enough, they ended up getting some donations, and it was good. It's amazing how you can reach out to people with a little camera and YouTube and Facebook.
Sure.
Let's see. Be safe. Lots of rain here in Cal, New Hampshire. Richard Mundy says that. Thank you, Richard. It will be safe. Thank you all for doing this. It's actually a nice distraction. Moonchaser Studio says, Robin. And Debbie Bankston, artist, says, I have seen the alligators on the roads down there. Last trip through the state was cool to see. It is cool to see them.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is very cool to see.
I always say the alligator is the animal that we love and fear. We love the alligator, and we fear the alligator if we're smart.
Yeah. Some people aren't smart.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Some people call me the space cowboy.
Now, some tourists, when they come to Florida, they don't think at all. They just turn a blind eye because they're so used to seeing alligators and stuff in the zoos and on Disney World and places like that when they visit here. Well, when the Silver Springs was an attraction, I was there with my folks one day, and we were walking around, and this tourist guy, I assume he was a tourist, was telling his little child, maybe 4 or 5, go over there, stand next to the alligator, go over there. My dad's yelling at him. He's saying, that's not a prop, it's not rubber, it's a real alligator, he will attack you. And it's just amazing to me.
Did he stop?
Yeah, finally, yeah. The guy finally stopped, and the park ranger was there, thank goodness. And big signs all over the place. Alligators live here, do not approach, do not feed them.
Wow.
Big signs. And of course, some people ignore signs. I ignore signs sometimes, but I try to be safe about it, but I would never approach an alligator. Right?
No, I would never. Although, we did go to Gatorland one time.
Oh, now that was a cool thing.
And they had an opportunity for the kids to sit on the alligators.
My daughter and your son, they were younger. My daughter was, 14, and your son was about 8,
But,
I think.
Go ahead and explain why it was safe.
Well, because the rangers over there, they taped up the alligator's mouth and then put them out there, and then they allowed the children to sit on them, and it was pretty cool.
Right.
Very safe.
So thank you again for this. Dr. P.H. Martin's white, what's it called again? Bleed proof white. I'm going to use some of it right now.
Bleed proof white.
Bleed proof white.
Bleed proof white.
Yep. I'm going to use some of it right now. I'm going to actually mix it with some orange. If I can get some nice highlights on here.
I should get two.
Some people call me the space cowboy.
Woohoo! Isn't that what they do?
Some call me the gangster of love.
Woohoo!
Some people call me Maurice.
Maurice.
Because I speak on the pompadour of love, whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a joker. I'm a smoker.
You are.
I'm a midnight toker,
You like your,
whatever that means. Get my music on the run, something like that. I've seen other videos. All right, so now I'm trying to put some highlights onto some of these trees. In here.
well, I like these sable brushes. These are really nice. I just think they're pretty amazing, nice and soft.
Yeah.
Have to really pay attention when we clean them.
Absolutely. So my reference photo is from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody posted this picture. And I'm going to paint it.
Oh, good.
Give it a shot.
That's another thing you do too. You take shots and video with your camera and you say if anybody wants to use it as reference photos, they can.
Yeah.
It's nice to share. We have the Appleton Museum of Art Museum here. It's very, very outstanding. Has a lot of different exhibits. One year they showcased all of Princess Diana's dresses. One year they showcased all of these Harley Davidsons, which was so cool. And the artist that took all the pictures and made a big coffee table book out of it. And pretty amazing stuff. Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Some of those motorcycles were, I didn't even know, it didn't even look like they had spokes in the tires.
Oh, I know, they were so cool. They were just so pretty amazing. There's some wind starting to pick up now.
Yeah, the wind is happening out there.
Yeah.
But we're kind of a few hours away from the worst of it, and hopefully it won't be that bad. But
Yeah.
you know, here's the thing that happens with the storms is that people become complacent because every time there's a warning for a storm, like we've been having the last couple of days, everybody says, "Oh, I've been here for 20 years and I've never seen anything." You always get these warnings and then nothing happens. And guess what?
Yeah.
They're telling the truth. But there's going to be that one time.
Sure.
So if you're not prepared, like we have a camping stove.
Yep.
We have a very big battery that's charging right now as we speak
Yeah.
that we can use to charge our phones and everything.
Now, better to have more, and you get the bottled water, and that lasts a long time.
What's the other thing you always tell people? Get cash out of the ATM.
Get cash, yeah. You get cash a couple days before because when the areas are hit and all the electricity is out, if some stores do open up, they'll say cash only because the machines, the debit card machines and the credit card machines are down. And that's the most frustrating thing. So I went to the bank the other day and got some money, and the lady said, "Is this your hurricane money?" I said, "You bet."
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said, "Okay, I'll see you on Friday," which means I'll bring it back.
Right,
You know?
put it back in there. Yeah.
But at least, you've got it.
Right.
And I like 10s, 5s, and 1s. Because big bills like 20s, they might not have enough change for that. And a lot of people, you'll go places like to a craft show or something like that. And if they buy small items and maybe only $5 or $6, they'll hand the person behind the table a 20. And I could never figure that out.
A lot of times people have they're set up to take a card, and the card machine doesn't work because they're in a bad place and there's no real signal for them.
Oh, yeah. That happened at Shalom Park there.
Yeah.
That time. The trees were so huge and everything. They blocked the signal, and then it was hard.
Yeah.
And then it took a little while, but we finally got it together.
So we are making this video where we live in Ocala, Florida. If you're not familiar with what we do.
Is it hot in here?
No, not really.
Okay.
Are you hot?
Yeah, I guess because I'm closer to the oven.
Yeah, That could be it. Closer to you.
Well, you know,
Oh, good.
for now.
Good for now. So the cards that we paint, we will be donating to the church that we go to.
Yep.
And what they will do, they will have an auction in the end of November,
Mm-hmm.
and
Art auction.
an art auction, yeah. And then they raise money for, let me ask Robin to fill in the blank, because I always forget what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's for people who are having a hard time, right?
Yeah, people that are having a hard time, they help them out. Every year, Vacation Bible School students and teachers will go to Alaska and bring the Vacation Bible School to them, the cities that live on the really outskirts of the city. Things like that. And I've seen people come in there asking for gas money and stuff. And then they'll be told, well, we can't give you the gas money because we won't give you cash, but we have this gas card for like $30. And our church has a deal with the gas station up the block, so
Oh, really?
they can just bring the card over there, give it to the attendant, and because it's for gas only, where you can go in convenience stores and use debit cards and stuff for anything.
Oh, I see.
This card is just for gas.
Right.
And at this, you can only go to this gas station because they know how to work the card and everything. Can't buy anything with it but gas. A very, very good church, a nice outreach. There's an assisted living facility that they partner with, and for Halloween, they do a reverse Halloween. Is that the students go next door.
Oh, okay.
And then they're the ones that go up to the doors, where the residents live, or in the big gathering hall, and they'll come in their costumes, trick or treat, trick or treat. And instead of them receiving candy, they give the candy out to the residents.
That's a cool idea.
It's reverse trick or treating.
Yeah. I guess I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They have an angel tree just for the seniors at assisted living facilities, and our church will get a list of what some of the seniors want, which isn't a huge amount. It's like slippers or a shawl or a nice cap or gloves, and then the people will pick to just like give the angel trees for the children, but this is for the retirees.
Right. And the angel tree that they do in the December area or whatever, children who have both parents incarcerated.
Yeah, both or one parent incarcerated,
Oh, okay.
but they're usually, the kids are usually raised by the grandparent, because the other parent that's not incarcerated is it's flighty anyway.
Flighty.
So
they give gifts to the kids.
yeah,
And they come in there, and it's very beautiful.
yeah, it's a nice thing. We've been there
It's a shame.
before.
I mean, when you look at the children, and they're just so beautiful and sweet, and
I know.
then you realize, they don't have the best life. And
So they have a nice program. They tell the Christmas story. You and I would go in there a couple of years and play Christmas songs. They invite us on our guitar and sing and stuff, and really nice. I let that dry for a minute.
You want the dryer?
No, I'll just kind of let this dry for a minute.
See
Oh,
anybody
good,
say
I
anything?
did it right side up.
Yes.
Don't you hate that? It's like when you put a card in an envelope and then you seal the envelope, and then when you address it, you're addressing the envelope upside down. Well, that doesn't matter, but if I painted this card upside down, it wouldn't matter. Because then you open it up upside down. Oh, there goes the air. I just heard it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
we-
beautiful out there.
Oh yeah, our water fountain is going nice. See the water flickering up there?
No.
Right there.
Oh, I
past
see
the
it, yeah,
chair.
yes.
Yeah. We almost need to refill it again. Because it's not a circulating pump. It's just a pump on a fountain that floats around, and then the water drains out, and then we gotta put more in there. Well, we dropped all of our plants yesterday and brought all of our plant stands and stuff in because with the high winds predicted and all, you don't need projectiles floating around and things.
Oh, we moved the big cactus.
Yeah. If I missed anything. My daughter wrote to see how we're all doing. Told her it's Miller time soon.
Robin's daughter lives in Texas.
Yep, and my son lives in New Jersey. So I like Texas. I was never there until she moved there. Never really explored New Jersey until my son moved there.
And now you're an expert on them.
No, I'm not. I'm not an expert.
On those two little areas you are. You know a lot about those little areas.
Sort of. Not too much, just, sort of. Oh, let's see. What color? Alright. So one thing. I enjoy painting. I like doing anything creative. I just enjoy it so much. I get lost in it too. If you weren't here, or like you do too, when I'm not with you and you're painting all by yourself, you get lost in it because that's your entire world. That's your focus.
Like Bob Ross used to say, it's the only time he's in charge of his world. Right? You know what he said?
I think so.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, he was pretty amazing.
Robin and I went to Bob Ross's gravesite not too long ago. And the interesting thing that I would say happened, for me anyway, probably for Robin too, is that all of a sudden he became a person to us. As
Yeah.
unusual as that sounds, because prior to that, it was like he was an icon. He was a celebrity. He was somebody removed from us.
Yeah, unreachable.
But going to his gravesite, all of a sudden, he's a real person. Maybe he was even a friend. The friend we never met.
Yeah. No, he always was happy. It seemed, during this program and stuff, and the more that we did a research on him to look up his history and everything, he was pretty amazing.
We even have a Christmas ornament, a Bob Ross Christmas ornament.
Yeah, we got that a few years ago before Bob Ross was, like blasted on the news and everything like that.
No, he was famous.
Oh, I know he was, but we got the Christmas ornament way before. All right, now I need those things. Okay. Let me let that dry. I hear the bugs. They had this big story at before the beginning of summer about all these cicadas come invading Florida and everything. How you'd hear the symphony of cicadas every night for like a whole month they were supposed to be here. Well, that didn't happen. All those experts.
The Cicada Symphony.
I know. They said they won't hurt you. They don't bite or anything, but.
Let me read the comments.
You know.
We live across from a cotton field. It was beautiful yesterday morning, and now it looks ragged. We'll have to dry out for harvesting. Isn't it amazing that a plant becomes clothing?
Oh yeah, it's very amazing. Yep. Well, that's all that used to be before synthetics.
Yeah, but there was
Cotton.
animal skins.
Animal skin, silk from the silkworms, from the worms.
Isn't that incredible too?
Yeah.
Take something from a worm. Let's make a whole shirt out of it.
And, you know, was it somebody's idea or was it an accident? I mean, did they see a spider web
You
and
accidentally
did
made
they
a
say,
shirt,
oh, you know,
but
a
somebody
shirt?
somebody was messing with the spider web.
Well, have fabric, you know?
Right? What are you messing with that spider web for? I don't know, Grandma. It's just fun.
Yeah,
Why don't you do something with that? Make a shirt or something.
yeah. Well, look at the potato. Look at the potato. I mean, you can bake it, you can fry it, you can squash it up, you can mash it. I mean,
Right.
it was just one lump. Who came up with all of these
All these
different
things you
things to
can do
do
with a
it?
potato.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the amazing part. I love these brushes. These are wonderful.
Every cow right now is saying, "Why don't you stick with the potato?
Yeah.
Why are you doing all these things with beef? You could do all those things with potatoes, and we'll be fine."
Yeah.
All right.
No, eat more chicken. That's what they say.
Let's see. I agree with Robin. I have literally painted all night back when I was doing craft shows and painting last minute things. I had my own wood shop back then and cut my wooden shapes to paint. Cotton is amazing. It's self-sustaining. Ooh, that sounds like a song.
It does.
Sounds like a theme song.
It does. Are you writing it?
Oh, cotton is amazing.
You're probably writing it.
It's self-sustaining.
You've probably got in your head already.
I just did. I just shared it with you.
I know.
That was it. That was the whole
Got
thing.
it.
Now, what I'm trying to do is put some darkness in the back, in the distance, so the brightness, because you don't have brightness without darkness.
Exactly. Yeah, if you guys can see the top of my head, I can't help it, but I have to look really close
Oh, I got you. I got you on
without
that.
my glasses.
I got
No,
you.
but I mean on the thing there, because I got my head down, so I have to do this. Because I can't see to do this. I know it's not detailed like you do, but this is my detail. This is what I do. There we go. That's what I do.
Got quiet in here all of a sudden.
I know, it's because
It smells good in here.
It's brownies. And I didn't make them with nuts. I just made them without nuts. So, but they're still good without the nuts. I like nuts. Just like I made the spice cake last week, and my mother said it was really good, and she said, "Oh, but we could put in what'd she say, raisins and nuts, and boy, that would make it better, because it would give it a whole different taste to it." So my mom's a great cook too. She enjoys to cook.
Robin's mom is a great artist too.
She is. She's wonderful.
And she walks. Well, right now she's not walking too much, but she used to walk like 5 miles a day.
Yeah.
It's an inspiration to me.
Yeah. She'll be 92 in January.
Wow.
Yep.
Hard to believe.
Yep. Now she was back up to 2 miles a day. So.
Is she?
Yeah, that's what she said around the shopping center there.
Okay.
Or is it twice around the shopping center? However far around the shopping center it is that she goes. It's kind of this color. I'm a sloppy painter.
Sloppy?
Yeah, I mean my palette is just not neat. See, I mean I'm like all over the map here. Other people's palettes are just really nice. Okay, done that. See, you putz too much and then you mess up.
That's right. Sometimes you pick at it too much. Sometimes it's better to stop early on in the game.
Yeah.
That's just, and then you try to undo all that you did.
Yeah. Let's see now. Yeah, it needs some shadows in there. It's kind of like.
Do you have a reference? Oh, you do have a reference
Yeah, I
on your
do.
phone.
I do. I do. Well, we have this blue mat on our table because it's all glass table. I love all glass. Well, I had 2 kids and everything was on my big table. I mean, you know, it was art projects, it was dinners, it was big dinners, little dinners, entertaining, everything. And that table lasted me for, I think, 45 years. Good table. And then it finally bit the dust. But it was great because the kids could sit on it, they could bake on it. My kids are 2 months and 2 days apart, so they all had their own baking stuff. And
So did you ever have a meal with guests? And they say, this is really good. What kind of a table is this?
No.
Because they're giving credit to the table?
You even use that table for your art stuff.
But what I'm saying is that people will do that with art. The picture's so good. What kind of a paper is that?
Oh, yeah.
or what kind of a paint is that? Well, that does apply sometimes.
Sure.
What kind of a stove do you use?
Oh, yeah.
Your cooking is so good.
That's right. No, it's all about the person.
And I look at it this way. If like I'm not a great photographer, but if I take 1 million photographs,
Yeah.
there's gonna be 1 or 2 that's pretty good in there.
Oh, me too.
No, you are a good photographer, always.
Thank you.
But I have to like just say, ooh, there's a good one. I'm gonna pretend I'm good at it. And with the art, I feel like it's the same way.
No,
Like once in a while I get a good one.
no, your art's really good.
Once in a while
It's
it looks all right,
outstanding.
and then a lot of times it's really not that good. And what's really about the ones that are not that really good, somebody will say, oh, I love that one. That's my favorite one. And I'll think, wow, that's your favorite one.
And that's when they just say, I don't like this.
What now?
You'll say, oh, I don't like this one, but somebody else will say, oh, that's beautiful.
Right, right. All right, I think I'm almost done with mine.
Oh my gosh, that was really quick for you.
Oh,
Usually you take a long time.
no, I don't.
Well, you take longer than me, and I'm almost done with mine.
Mine is a trail in the woods with some dappled light. And I feel like I could have done it better.
Be slower.
I don't know.
Well, that's what we did with our plein air. It would take us 4 hours to do that.
4 hours, yeah.
Yeah, just for 4 hours to paint. Now, it took us, ooh,
So there's mine.
look how pretty.
There's my trail in the woods.
Okay, I'm almost done with
How's it
mine.
look? Does it look all right?
I think so. I think they'll tell you.
All right, let me get Robin.
You won't hurt our feelings. If you say, oh, it's okay, I can do it.
Yeah, let me get Robin's painting. So, yeah, the Halloween pictures are fun. I want to do more of them. And
You've got some really nice fall pictures
experiment with them.
with girls in jeans
Oh, I know.
and stuff. Those fall pictures
I
are
like them.
really, really good.
I do like them. I seem to like putting people into pictures too. I don't know why. I just do. I like children in pictures. I like old people in pictures. Of course, I don't think I'm old.
Yeah. But the cool thing is to use your phrase, we learn from each other.
We do.
I mean, one person is not better than the next. We all learn from each other, and it's pretty amazing, I think,
If we came here to learn,
for that.
then we're teaching each other.
That's right.
For the
Exactly.
expressions represented here conflict with one another, with our own separate roles and our multiple directions. We all started at the same control, and we'll all end at perfection someday.
Songwriter Larry Whitler.
So,
Songwriter Larry Whitler, because he writes songs.
such imaginings go on this temporary farm, and
I love
such
that.
mystic-minded men at an elementary end. Yeah.
Well, everybody has different lifetimes they live. And that was one of yours, which still is, because it's pretty amazing. Ooh, you think I'm done? I might be done. Nobody's going to know what this is.
Yeah, they will. It's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, I know, but you don't know what it is.
Well, that. You know what? When somebody says, "What is this?" you say, "It's a beautiful picture."
It is.
You don't ever ask what it is.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not going to believe what it is because it doesn't look that way, but I like it.
No, it's a beautiful picture. That's all that matters. It is beautiful. See, Jenny says so.
Well, that's it.
Let me see.
That's my picture.
Show it to me. That is beautiful.
Yeah, but you can't guess what it is.
It looks like you're stirring something in a pot.
Sort of. Yeah, you're
Like a
on
watermelon.
the
Is
right
it a
track.
watermelon?
No.
You're stirring something in. But see, it's got a lot of motion. It's got a lot of. It's animated.
That's right.
Not only is it animated, but it's 3D because she used thick paint that's going to dry
do.
with a real texture.
That's right. You want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
It's for Rosh Hashanah. That
For-
gives you a hint.
I have no idea what that means. I mean, I
Oh.
know it's a Jewish holiday.
Yeah. Well, that's the one where they have sweets and sours. So those are apples, and this is the thing that contains the honey.
Oh.
That's the thing that the honey.
Look,
You
it's
pull
you.
the honey out and you put it on
Is
the
this?
apples.
Are we in Rosh Hashanah right now?
No, not till October
Oh.
3rd.
All right, show it to me.
Even though we're not Jewish, we love just celebrating everybody and everything. We've got a lot of friends that are different than us. What are you doing? You're
I'm
gonna
showing
show
them.
your thing.
Show both of them. Come on.
Okay, all right.
There's our two paintings.
There we go.
Rosh Hashanah and a walk in the woods. Now put yours up to the camera. Fill the whole frame. Go ahead, fill the whole
Oh,
frame.
Okay.
You can only do it.
Am I doing it?
No,
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Okay, you go ahead.
There's
See,
Robin.
Larry's very chivalrous. He always helps. That's chivalry right there.
Right there.
'Cause you
There's,
said you
so
did.
what's the title?
I don't know. Probably Rosh Hashanah, I guess. I'm not sure.
And what is the stick
Sweet
that's stirring it? Oh, that's just the honey stick?
Yeah, that's the honey stick. Well, don't you see the little ridges on there?
Okay. Oh, I do,
See,
yes.
Yeah. See?
I do, yes. And there's our walk in the woods.
There you go.
Another walk in the woods. I do a lot of walks in the woods, I think.
Yeah, I do. I like it.
Now, can I ask you to do this?
What?
Analyze your own painting. I'll start, because
Okay,
that'll
you
be
go.
a way to set an example.
All right.
So I asked myself, what would I do different if I
Mm-hmm.
did this again?
Yeah.
Well, I think I would make this area brighter, this area darker. I don't know. I feel like it's not exactly what I had in mind, but it's okay.
Uh-huh.
So now your turn. What would you do different?
What I would do different, I would try to, instead of just try to do the outside of the apples, like with the green and the yellow peels, I'd try to have, maybe one or two other full apples next to it.
Right.
Or maybe cut in half or something, because I know it doesn't really look like
And maybe a rabbi
apples.
in a yarmulke.
Yeah, we'll ask Rabbi Hecht, he can pose for
All
me.
right, what I'm going to do
Yeah.
is I'm going to take the camera
I don't know,
off
I
of
think
this.
it looks all right.
It looks beautiful, Robin. I'm going to take the camera off of
It's our
this.
card for our Christian art auction. Our Rosh Hashanah. Are you done?
You're such a rebel.
I know.
You make a Jewish card for a Christian church. You're such a rebel, Robin.
Well, it's very artsy. I love the artsy. I can't do what you do. I have to do what I do.
That is my point. Do you think I can do what you do? Do you think I can make... By the way, we bring the brownies out? Let me go show the brownies. Now that I have the camera free and roaming around. So here's the two paintings that we did today while we waited for Hurricane Helene to show up. And they look pretty good in the camera.
Well, that's great.
All right, and there's Robin's other artwork today.
My brownies.
The brownies.
Yeah. And I got new hot pads, and it says, enjoy the little things.
That's right.
You have to enjoy. Ooh, this is hot.
All right, I want to go outside and show the storm, even though there's no storm.
Okay, but you would be pointing in the right direction.
I guess.
Because it comes from the west, because we're on the east side.
Take a walk in the woods. Get your honey and apples right here. Get your apples. And look at the color. You actually mixed a nice green. That's a beautiful green.
No, that's a tube.
Oh, that came from the tube like that?
Yeah, that's a tube. I was lazy. I just took it from the tube. I did put extra stuff in that green though before I put it on.
Well, then you mixed it.
But it's from the tube.
All right, let me show you outside.
Okay. It's our naked porch, by the way.
The porch normally is loaded with plants.
It looks gorgeous, but now everything's hunkered down out there.
All right, come with me so we can narrate
All
together.
right. Oh, you put your birds there with your hummingbirds.
I did. Now, it is not very stormy out here.
No, but see that? All of our water is almost gone. We got to fill it up again because our little fountain is spritzing.
Yeah,
See,
it's a solar fountain.
Through the course of our painting, it ended up with the
There's
water.
all the plants that normally all over the place, but now they're hiding from the storm, which is expected in a few hours. Let's see if we can see that. Did you see that dragonfly? See
I
him?
do. He's right there. I see.
They hang low to the ground when there's a storm coming.
Yeah.
It's not that windy at all.
No. So this is the direction the hurricane is. So this is west.
That's where it's coming from.
Yeah. This is west, due west. That's where it's coming from.
It's not that windy. It just feels like any other day.
Yeah.
The only difference is these dragonflies are very close to the ground. See, there he is again. There's another one.
Yeah. Yeah. They're ready.
See, there's another one. They come close to the ground when they know it's going to be a storm. It's
God is smart. God created everybody.
it's not that they're protecting themselves. It's because the other bugs are low, so they're eating them.
Yeah.
That's right.
See, God knows.
You don't want to be in the picture.
Oh, I'm right here.
All right. Anyway, there's the beginning of Helene. Do you have the time?
I have to go see.
So it's the storm is supposed to begin here at 5 o'clock. So anyway, look at these dragonflies. They're so close. These dragonflies are so close,
I
Robin.
know. They're hungry.
Oh, well, let me show you my apple tree, by the way.
207.
This is my apple tree. And this apple tree started out as a seed in an apple I actually ate. It had a root growing out of the seed. And then I planted it. And now, 6 or 7 years later, that's how big it is. And then here, here's our 98-cent cactus that got too big for its pot. So we had to plant it just today. Now we're holding it up till we can get the proper things.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're done.
Okay.
We'll sign off.
All right.
Want to say anything to your fans?
Okay. Thank you for being here. Just have fun. Be yourselves. Don't try to emulate others, and have a great time.
Thank
doing
you.
Whatever you do.
Thank you.
And God bless.
And God bless. All right, into the house we go.
Say goodbye.
I'll say goodbye.
Okay.
I want to show the artwork one more time.
All right.
Because that's what this is. It's about the art.
I put more water in there.
I always say that it's not really me or any artist creating landscapes. It's God All right, well, there's the fruit of our labors right there.
Well, it was fun.
All right, kids. Anything else I need to read here? That is stunning. It is beautiful. Y'all are awesome. Honey and apples. Pretty location. Yes. Stay safe, and we will. Thank you, everybody. Here, let's get the picture together.
For us together?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Who
all right.
else?
Here we are. Whoops.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Our first live video.
Yay!
How do you turn it off?
I don't know.
I think this thing right here.